Alright, so this is a book. This is a reading of a book that I'm going to do right now. The book is by Sylvia Scott Gibson, and I'll put the title up later. Anyway, the message of the book is say no to drugs. Using drugs will kill, so be for real. Using drugs is not a good idea. You can call me names and you can talk about me too. I don't use drugs, and neither should you. Yeah. Once upon a time, there was a very naughty horse. Her name was Latawnya, and she would always do things she saw others doing. Latawnya did not care whether the things she saw were right or wrong. She would just be a naughty horse and do. Latawnya the naughty horse lived in a quiet little county not far from a small town. Latawnya had a very large family. She had 7 sisters and 1 brother, named Gregory. One warm and sunny day in the spring, Latawnya the naughty horse and 2 of her sisters wanted to go outside to play in the woods. So sisters Latoya and Daisy asked their mother Sylvia and father James Horse if they could go outside to play. Yes, you may go outside to play, said Mother Horse, who used to have a name but does not anymore. But please get home before sundown so you can do your chores. The 3 sisters promised to get home before sundown. They were happy to go outside to play, so they ran into the woods as fast as they could. Latawnya the naughty horse and her 2 sisters played many fun horse games there. Suddenly, Latoya heard a scary noise in the bushes. "Did you hear that noise?" she asked her 2 sisters. "Yes," said Daisy Horse. "I heard the noise." Latawnya the naughty horse then made the scary noise as they had heard in the bushes. "Mother and Father Horse told us to use our own minds," said Daisy Horse, her sister Latawnya. "Latawnya, you shouldn't do things you see others doing," she continued. Latawnya the naughty horse was just like the old saying, "Monkey see, monkey do." Of course Latawnya was a horse, but yes. She did everything she saw others doing. The noise Latawnya made scared away whatever was in the bushes, so the 3 sisters kept playing in the woods. A little while later, they heard another noise, but it was not scary this time. The 3 sisters looked towards the bushes and saw 4 horses of the from the town. The other horses came over to Latawnya and her sisters. They said, "Hi, will you please play with us?" "Yes, we will play with you," said Latawnya. "Let us introduce ourselves to you," the strange horses said. "My name is Connie, and these are my sisters, Cheristal, Jackie, and Angie." They all said hi, and Latawnya introduced her sisters and herself to the strange horses. Connie, the oldest horse, said, "Let's play a smoking game and a drinking game." "No way," said Daisy and Latoya. "We do not smoke or drink." Connie started smoking drugs and drinking, and Connie's sisters also started smoking drugs and drinking. So when Latawnya, the naughty horse, saw Connie smoking drugs and drinking, Latawnya started smoking drugs and drinking, too. "No, Latawnya, you should not smoke or drink," Daisy and Latoya said, remembering what their mother and father had told them about drinking and smoking drugs. Then Daisy slapped the alcohol and drugs out of Latawnya's hoof. Latawnya soon found out that smoking and drinking were not as good or as easy as they looked when Connie was smoking drugs and drinking. Latawnya, the naughty horse, started feeling sick and dizzy from the drug smoke and alcohol. "I feel sick to my stomach," said Latawnya. "I feel very dizzy." "You should have said no. You should not do things just because you see others doing them," said Daisy to Latawnya. "You know Mom and Dad told us all about smoking, drinking, and drugs," continued Daisy Horse. "If anyone tries to get you to smoke, drink, or do drugs, just say, 'No way.'" Connie, the oldest horse, wasn't satisfied. She wanted Latoya and Daisy to smoke drugs and drink also. Connie said to Daisy and Latoya, "You are square. You cannot be with us because you won't smoke or drink." Daisy and Latoya Horse did not care what they called them. They did not smoke drugs or drink. Daisy said to Connie, We do not want to be with you because you are bad. Smoking drugs and drinking is harmful to the body. Daisy Horse said to Latawnya Horse now. I hope you have learned a lesson. Smoking and drinking is not okay, said Latoya to Naughty Horse Latawnya. It is harmful to the body, repeated Daisy to Naughty Latawnya. We are going to take you home and tell Mother and Daddy Horse all about the bad horses we met and what they tried to get us to do. We are going to tell Mom and Dad you are smoking drugs and drinking with those bad horses. Please don't tell on me, said Latawnya, crying. I won't drink or smoke drugs anymore. Daisy said, I'm sorry, Latawnya. We must tell Mom and Dad Horse on you for your own good. Daisy Horse and Latoya Horse took Naughty Latawnya Horse home. They told their mother and father about the bad horses they met in the woods. Mother Horse and Daddy Horse were both happy and sad. They were happy about Latoya and Daisy being smart enough to say, no, we do not smoke drugs or drink. They were sad because Latawnya was naughty. She did not listen to them. She did what she saw other horses doing. Mother Horse and Daddy Horse explained to Latawnya how drinking and smoking drugs is harmful to the body and brain. Oh, the brain too, huh? Latawnya, drugs are bad for you, said Mother and Father Horse simultaneously. I had a friend who secretly took drugs, said Father Horse alone now. He accidentally took an overdose and died, said Father Horse. If he had only listened to me, continued Father Horse, he would be alive today. I told him to stop taking drugs, because drugs can kill. So Latawnya promised she would never smoke drugs or drink alcohol again, no matter who she saw smoking drugs or drinking. Incomplete sentence. Mother and Father, I heard some horses talking about how good drugs and alcohol make you feel, said Latawnya. But Mom and Dad, today I personally learned that drugs and alcohol don't make me feel good at all. Mother and Father, I also heard some horses talking about getting high. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I asked them what getting high meant. They told me it meant using all kinds of drugs. Mother and Father, I think they have their words mixed up. They should say getting low means using all kinds of drugs. I felt so bad and low after I used drugs. Mother and Father, I am glad you explained drugs to me. We are happy that you learned to never use drugs again, said Mother and Father Horse again. I will never ever use drugs of any kind again, said Latawnya. Mother and Father, if anyone ever offers me drugs, I know how to say, no way. I learned personally that drugs are a no-no, said Latawnya the Naughty Horse. Latanya's mother and father smiled with delight. They were happy about their little Latawnya learning to say, no way, to drugs. So Mother Horse Sylvia and Father Horse James gave Latawnya a big kiss and a big hug for learning to say, no way, to drugs. The end. This has been a blind2d reading. I might do more readings in the future, I might not. It was called Latawnya the Naughty Horse learns to say no to drugs, no is in quotes. Cthulhu lives, proud to be a brony, and I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it for you. If you want to find this story and read it for yourself, by all means do so. I would highly recommend it. It is hilarious. And yeah, have a nice day. I'm out. Bye.